Just look at the size of these prints. That is a big bird. Dust storms like this. Just look at this. This is spectacular. So I have just survived a crash in the Outback, and I'm on a 400-kilometre stretch of unsealed road going in the general direction of the Nullarbor in South Australia. And I'm coming down this road, and suddenly it goes from being very dry to quite squishy as the rain has come through. And just a week ago I got bogged. So the last thing I wanted was for that to happen when I'm in the middle of nowhere. So I put my foot down, and I didn't realise that that was going to cause a problem. And the next thing you know, I start swerving to the left, and this is what happened. I come up here, and the camper van tips precariously as I come up the side, and I really thought that was it. I thought game over. I thought my home is gone, and amazingly, for some reason, the van still stays upright and comes over here, and I'm still going. So although I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere, I feel pretty good because I've survived and my van has survived, and I've got a full-size bed in there and a huge mattress, and the whole thing is still standing. So you can see here on the side, taking a bit of a hit, but I'm still going. So I think I'm going to have to stick it out for about 24 hours and just wait for it to dry up before I even try and get out of here. Because if I try now, I will get bogged, and then I'm in big trouble. Or the other option is just hope that someone comes along with a winch. But I think the best thing to do is just stay still, wait for it to dry up. So I wasn't planning on camping this early, but it looks like I'm here for tonight. All right. So if you want any evidence that this road is rough, down there beside me is my spare tyre. And I was driving along, and then suddenly this terrible sound. Stop the vehicle, think something's moved in the back of my camper van, start again, same terrible sound. And then the next time I stop, I realise that there's this structure underneath my van. It's come loose. A few seconds later, realise my tyre's missed. So I really hope I can get this tyre back up and running. I'm about 200 kilometres along this 400-kilometre stretch in the middle of the Outback, and I just hope that this is the last problem. So if you want any evidence just how windy this place is, I was driving along, and this signpost here, one of them is the wrong way round, the one that I'm going towards, and I'm hiding behind my van because the wind is so strong. But what I did was I looked at the other two places, and it's not possible on the map for Wirralur to be the other way round. And if you look closely, you can see that it's just bent. It's supposed to be the other way round. So I'm now 60 kilometers on from where I crashed last night, and as you can see, that was a lucky escape. As I reached that mound, I was traveling at speed, and the van tipped what felt like about 45 degrees. And to give you an idea, I had items on the passenger seat that were thrown into my face. The next risk is that I was 83 kilometers from the nearest settlement. Now I feel pretty confident being able to run a marathon, but that's 42 kilometers, so nearly twice the distance. In the end, I waited 17 hours, and as you could see, a local who owned the station all in the area was able to help pull me out. So what I would say is, if you find yourself driving along on solid ground and then suddenly it gets very muddy, don't speed up. That's the worst thing you can do. I lost control very quickly. The best thing to do is just downshift, go into a low gear and take it slow. And if you do get bogged, it's a lot better than crashing.